What's up, everybody? It's time for a retro pickup. So I got some all retro games on this one that are going to be cartridge based in this video. These are all pickups over the last, 2 months or so. Maybe even longer. I'm not 100% sure. First up, I'm going to go with one I picked up when I was hanging out with the podcast crew. And this one was donated by Dan the Cav Dragon, which is Alien vs. Predator for the Atari Jaguar. Just needed a real good cleaning, and it worked out just fine. And Chris made me a custom sleeve to hold that bad boy. So that's my first pickup. That was really cool to get. That was one that I've had on my want list for a long time. Let's see here. We will go with the next shortest stack, which will be the Super NES. And I got UN Squadron. I don't believe this was in any other pickup. It might have been. I forget where I picked this one up at. It was a secondhand shop, though. I know that. Next up is a sealed in-box Brunswick World Tournament Championship Bowling. Not going to really I might open it, but definitely I'm not going to open it anytime soon. Bowling games are bowling games. I mean, you play one, you're playing them all. So that's kind of how those work for me. And then I got from my buddy Brandon gave me Nolan Ryan's baseball for the Super NES. And the funny thing about this is, I think I might have got it off of there. This actually was my other friend Tommy's, and we don't even know how Brandon got it, but Brandon didn't want it, and neither one of them have a Super Nintendo anymore. So I ended up getting it for my collection. So Brandon, thank you for donating that. And you too, Tommy, for donating to Brandon and not even knowing how. Next up, we will go with Sega Master System, which I usually don't get too many Master System games. I don't look or hunt too hard for them. But I did find a bunch of games when we were all hanging out, the podcast crew, and I couldn't resist. I had to pick some up. This one is not from then, but I got Chopper Lift. These ones I found when I was hanging out with them. I got Monopoly Complete in Box, which I don't know why I love Monopoly so much on just the system. Maybe because you can do whatever you want and nobody's cheating you, especially the damn banker. I found Miracle Warrior Complete and Ghost House. And this is actually the first Hue card or Sega card, whatever you want to call it, that I have for my Master System. I am missing the little sleeve that holds it. It does fall right out of here if I let go of it. But I'm going to pick one of them up. But that's really cool to have. Next up, we will go with let's go with the loose Genesis cartridges. All right, so first up, I got Primal Rage, which I believe I have this on the 32X, maybe not. I know it's one I believe I need for the 32X collection. I don't know if I have that one yet. Evander Holyfield Boxing, which I swore I had this one, but I did not. But now I do have it. Pit Fighter, which I used to have this game, but I let a buddy borrow it, and his animals desecrated it, so I no longer got it back. There was another one, I can't remember what it was, but I think it might have been Eternal Champions that got ruined. I got Frogger, MiG-29 Fighter Pilot. This one I picked up when we were all hanging out too, me, Chris, Dan, and Linda. Linda didn't make it out to hunt with us, but I saw this game, never heard of it before. The cat looked familiar. Now, I never watched this cartoon, but this is Richard Scarry's Busytown, and it's a cat. Now, I don't remember the cartoon. I vaguely think I saw it on TV, but I didn't watch that. And another game that I've wanted is Earthworm Jim. This game I had on Super NES, and over the years I have no idea what happened to it. It somehow had disappeared. On to the boxed games. So boxed, I found this at the thrift store. Wheel of Fortune, which I believe that was complete, which you don't find Genesis games at a thrift store. It's the same one I always go to that I somehow seem to find cool stuff. And it is complete. It's in really good condition. That doesn't surprise me, though. A lot of these games people bought and they never used them. Next up, which me and the podcast crew had a good laugh about, Barbie Supermodel. That's right, folks. I added Barbie Supermodel to my collection. That's a thrift store find. And it's not complete, but I mean, come on, it's Barbie. Hilarious. Here's another game that I found while we were all out hunting. Championship Pro-Am. Looks like RC Pro-Am for the NES, but it's for Genesis. It is also complete. The manual is behind it. It's in really nice shape because these cardboard boxes usually take a beating. And then I got Quackshot, which I had this case. I had the Mega Drive version, but now I have the NTSC version in the box. So I'm very happy to have that. That's really cool to get. And the last two things that are going to be classified under my cart-based section, even though they're not cart-based. NHL 94, I had this loose disc. Now I have it complete in box. And the real cool one is the mature version of Night Trap. So now I have pretty much, I think I have all the Night Traps, except for like the new ones that they just remade. So that is my recent pickups. So I hope everybody liked what I got. I can't wait to get into some of them. I haven't tried all of them yet. But on to the next video. I'll see you next time. See you guys.